Hello, my name is Caleb Borden, and today I'm going to be playing through Project PBH, Parkour Bullet Hell. I'm the game designer and lead level designer for Silver Dragon Studios. Let's get into it. So I built the Soul Devourer level, or the Devoured Souls level, and the Soul Devourer sword that goes along with it. So going in here to free play, we'll hop into the Devoured Souls level. As you can see, a big theme throughout the level is branching paths. You'll see that multiple times. This first zone only has branching parkour paths, whereas the ones later on will have a mixture between parkour and combat. Moving down through here. Tried to use some breaks in between harder combat areas, give the player a little bit more rest. Cutting to this cutscene showing the boss enemy spawning, all these other little AI that the player can fight. There we go. If we look here, over towards the right, there's the first pathway. To the middle, there's another one that's for melee. To the left is more of a range. To the right, that's more of a parkour path that players can focus on speed running. These, the range path and the melee path should give the players the appropriate amount of kills to activate the vortex here, the devouring black hole, by holding the right mouse button, and it casts that and sucks all of the enemies up. There we go. We'll maybe trigger this again. Now that we're using the Soul Devourer sword that we picked up at the beginning, right before that cutscene. There we go. In the bottom corner, that shows you when your power-up is ready, your ultimate. If you look right in front of you as well, this is showing you whether or not you're in health mode or mana mode. Mana mode will decay mana, whereas health mode will decay health. There we go. We will jump over here and cast that. Pulling all those. As well, if the player wants to just do a regular cast, they also have a regular small black hole projectile rather than the base projectile. After that little mantle there, the player can come over here. They can walk down this way and go down, walk across there, or you can simply jump and do a small little skip here. Save a little bit of time. Whether or not you're trying to go for mithril kills or mithril time will really depend on the player's play style through this. Alright. Another branching path up here. We're going to have a choice between lower and upper. We'll go upper first. I'll take you guys on a second venture through. We'll cast all that. Casted them right through the floor and killed them. Alright, we'll jump down, go through another combat area. A little room leading us more downward. There we go. I wanted the player to be able to use the new wall running system a lot more, so I made another diverging path in this combat zone where the player can run to the right and do a chain wall dash, but we'll just go the main way here. Kill them. Again, it's going to be based on the player's playstyle because they can also jump off to the right there. There's another little branch that the player could easily dash through. We're going to cast right there. Oop. And then approaching here now, we're coming up on the boss room. Or at least the first of the boss rooms. To the right, I added all of the weapons, just so that if players get to this area and they say that they don't want to use the Soul Devourer, or they want to change out to a different weapon, they're plenty welcome. Coming in here, another cutscene. The player sees the boss, and then they see him going away. If you look up at the top, as you kill enemies here, it will deplete the boss's health. So kind of link the boss's health to the enemies dying, making it so that the making it so that the boss was dependent on the amount of spawned enemies killed. So this is There it is. Once you've killed everything, the door will lower. The boss will go to the next zone. I made it so that it incrementally gets more, more health that you're taking from the boss. Jump in here, doing these little chain dashes. And then this is the second area coming up. Using the Soul Devourer here really comes in handy because you can kill a massive number of these enemies at once. There we are. It's especially good for these big hordes. That's why I set this room up to have these big hordes of enemies. There we are. Making it so that players are more likely to utilize that right mouse button, hold button, the ultimate ability, as well as the black hole projectile. While it also sucks in enemies, it will stop once it actually hits one. There we go. Whereas the other one just keeps on going and drags them along, pulls in all the enemies. It's a wave of destruction. Alright. Slice them all up. This is the final area. There we go. Maybe one more vortex might do it. Now, if you want, you can kill the boss. You don't have to kill the boss to surpass this. So, as you saw there, we just killed all the enemies and we surpassed it. Alright, I'm going to restart the level and play through the other side here. Second pass. Okay. This side's going to be a little bit more difficult since it's kind of tucked away. Makes it so that the player has to be more knowledgeable of their early parkour rather than having that first little practice bout. Back here. We'll go through the parkour route, make it a quick run, and then take the left route and go lower for the second combat zone. Alright. Say you just want to go for a good time. Oh! Oh! Sometimes the jumps can be a little bit difficult. On these, we really wanted to accentuate the fact that you can now jump from wall to wall and chain the dashes, chain the wall runs together. It's become a really useful ability, especially for our level design. Looking forward to implementing it more in our levels. Another big thing that we wanted to look out for was, or that I was trying to look out for this level in particular, was making sure that players had enough time to get through the parkour areas without losing too much mana or too much health from the Soul Devourer sword. Luckily achieved this pretty well. Put these enemies down through here. This is more just a straight dash. Kind of dash and slash type of gameplay here. Oh. Alright, coming through the last enemy. That was more the parkour route for that second bit of, that second action step there. Alright. And then we'll go the lower route. Here we are. So this lower route has branches going through it, a bunch of vines. You can slide through and navigate through it like that, or you can dash through. There's a jump spot right there. You can come through the side even and wall run if you want. It leaves the player more of an open, freeform area to parkour and test out their parkour abilities, is what I was going for. And then right here, we're just going to go straight. Little slide there if you jump too early. Makes the player have to slide. Right here's a mantle. The player just has to hold spacebar. And then coming out onto this little wall run portion. Another enemy here, making it so it's easy to collect mana, or collect any health or mana. Sliding down, little slide trap down to the left. We're going to take this shortcut. There's another path that you're able to take as well. The shortcut around here, though, will just lead you straight into that little boss room again. Alright. Approaching the boss room again. And let's say this time we're not even going to focus on the AI. We're going to just focus straight on the boss, and we're going to kill the boss straight away. And that should lower all the gates for us and allow us to just run straight through if we wanted to. There we are. A good way to do this too, if you're using the Soul Devourer sword, is he chunks too. If you're using the Soul Devourer sword, you can easily gain back that mana just by killing the enemies and getting that regen for these casts. Alright, there he goes. He's on the second part. We got him down to 700 health. We can probably knock him out this next go around. Here we are. Last little bit. Really enjoy the parkour in it. There we go. He might be behind that door. There it is. That should help clear out some of them. Alright. With this room, I really wanted to accentuate the fact that there is just a massive horde. Like, compared to the first one, this has multiple waves spawning, rather than the first one that only has one wave. This one has 3 waves spawning. The second one, or the third one, sorry, has 5 waves spawning. The first one only has 1 wave. Going out here. Maybe hit the boss from out here. There we go. We killed the boss, and then we can just run straight through. So that's there just in case players want to play a different style and want to instead go after just the boss, kill the boss, make a speed run out of it, or if they want to go through the whole steps of killing all the enemies. Maybe they wanted to get mithril kills and wanted to increase their best on kills or something, perhaps. So a little bit different play styles, a little bit different availability for players in there. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you. I'll see you next time.